everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Giants are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Ravens team that knows they have to take care of the ball. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Forsett. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. Harris now to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
2nd down following the run. Manning to throw on second down. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he's brought down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Jennings. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Manning to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And no retirement here. The first catch for Steve Smith. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Ravens a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, this is Forsett. And some room to roam now. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know we always worry about when a running back is over the age of 30. But Justin Forsett didn't have a lot of carries prior to 2 seasons ago.
And last year, you remember, of course, he missed 6 games with a broken arm. Of course, the Ravens, they had a litany of injuries in 2015.
They missed his 1,266 yards he gave them in 2014.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Play fake to Forsett. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Wallace. His first touchdown as a member of the Ravens. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower. get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one hauled in by Will Tye. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This is Jennings. Muscles him off. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Manning to throw on second down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Jennings. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
He finds Beckham complete, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Josh Brown now for the point after. And it's up and good. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now a run with Forsett. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. In motion right is Smith. They stay on the ground. Forsett again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Off the give from Flacco. Forsett. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out here in the I. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, Forsett. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Flacco here on 2nd down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. The ball comes out. So a it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Flacco backing up, looking for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Second down now after the incompletion. The tight end, Ben Watson, in motion. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. To the right side to Aiken. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Off the draw from Flacco, it's forced down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again they run. Again it's forced down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
The light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh,